Yo, what's up everyone, it's War, and we're back again with another head-to-head matchup. This time we're diving into the ring with two heavy hitters in the mid-range category, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus and the Nothing Phone 3a Pro. Both phones are packing some serious heat, but they're coming at it from different angles. We're talking performance, camera capabilities, battery life, that all-important battery life, design, and of course the price tag. We'll break down all the specs, compare them side by side, and see which one comes out on top. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which phone deserves a spot in your pocket. So, if you're ready for this showdown, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and let's get right into it. Alright, first up, let's talk performance. Both of these phones are rocking the Qualcomm Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 chipset. It's a solid mid-range processor that can handle everyday tasks without breaking a sweat. We're also looking at the same Adreno 710 GPU on both devices, so gaming performance should be pretty similar. But there's one key difference here: RAM and storage. The Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus comes in multiple configurations, going all the way up to a whopping 12 GB of RAM and 512 GB of storage. That's a ton of memory for a mid-ranger. The Nothing Phone 3a Pro, on the other hand, maxes out at 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage. Still respectable, but not quite as much headroom. One more thing to mention is the cooling system. The Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus boasts a larger vapor chamber for heat dissipation, which could potentially lead to better sustained performance during those intense gaming sessions. We'll have to put that to the test later. Now let's talk cameras. This is where things get interesting. The Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus is packing a triple camera system with a 200 megapixel primary sensor. That's right, 200 megapixels. You also get an 8 megapixel ultra-wide lens and a 2 megapixel macro lens. On the other side, the Nothing Phone 3a Pro has a dual camera setup with a 50 megapixel main sensor and a 50 megapixel telephoto lens with 3 times optical zoom. Now, megapixels aren't everything, but having that telephoto lens is a big deal for zoom photography enthusiasts. In terms of video, the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus can shoot up to 4K video at 30 frames per second, while the Nothing Phone 3a Pro tops out at 1080p at 60 frames per second. The Redmi also has some more advanced video features like slow motion video at higher frame rates. Alright, let's talk battery life. The Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus is packing a massive 6,200 mAh battery. That's a serious amount of juice. And to top it off, it supports 90-watt fast charging, which means you can fully charge this thing in under an hour. The Nothing Phone 3a Pro has a smaller 5,000 mAh battery. That's still a decent size, and we'll have to see how it holds up in our battery tests. However, Nothing hasn't actually specified the charging speeds for the 3a Pro, so we'll have to wait and see how fast it charges. Based purely on the numbers, the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus has a clear advantage in the battery department, but we'll have to see how both phones perform in real-world usage. Now let's talk design. The Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus has a pretty standard smartphone design with a sleek glass back and aluminum frame. It's protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on both the front and back, which means it should be pretty durable. It also has an IP68 rating for dust and water resistance, which is always a plus. The Nothing Phone 3a Pro, on the other hand, is all about standing out from the crowd. It has that iconic transparent back with the glyph interface, which is a series of LED lights that can be customized for notifications and charging animations. It's a unique design that definitely turns heads. In terms of extras, the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus has a few tricks up its sleeve. It has a headphone jack, which is becoming increasingly rare these days. It also has an IR blaster, which you can use to control your TV or other appliances. Alright, now for the moment of truth, the price. The Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus starts at around insert price for the base model with 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. And you can get the higher-end models with more RAM and storage for a bit more. The Nothing Phone 3a Pro, on the other hand, starts at insert price for the base model with 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. That puts it at a slightly higher price point than the Redmi. So in terms of pure value for money, the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus takes the cake. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck with this phone. So, there you have it. The Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus and the Nothing Phone 3a Pro, two amazing mid-range phones going head-to-head. Which one comes out on top? If you're all about that battery life, blazing fast charging, versatile camera system, and overall value, the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus is the way to go. But if you're looking for a phone that's all about style, with a unique design that turns heads, and the cool factor of the glyph interface, the Nothing Phone 3, a Pro might be the one for you. Ultimately, the best phone for you depends on your individual needs and priorities. Let me know down in the comments which phone you would choose and why. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future tech showdowns. Peace out!